Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel on my next Escape from Tarkov video. Today we're going to do a quick video on what to pick, bear or USEC. Not necessarily me telling you, but giving you all the information so you can make the choice that's best for you. So let's get right into it. All right, so this has kind of been a common question the last couple of days with people talking about trying to decide whether they're going to go bear or whether they're going to go USEC. And at the end of the day, there really is no big difference at the way the end game plays. It's not like one is really better than the other. What it boils down to for the most part is cosmetics, right? Bears and USECs get different clothes to wear. They have different faces and they have different voice lines. Obviously, one's in Russian, one's in English. So if you want everybody to hear your voice lines, you can use USEC. Usually USEC 3 is what most everybody does. Or you can do bear because they get to say funny things like Dicky Needles over and over and over and over and over again. But that's pretty much the biggest difference for skilled players, people that have played a lot. When it comes to newer players, though, there can be a difference in what side you pick. And this boils down to the starter items you get. There's a difference between the starter items of bear and USEC. Obviously, the bear leads to Russian-style weapons and equipment, and USEC leads to UN or American-style guns and equipment. Like things, everything from like AKs versus M4s down to the Americans get whiskey and the bears get vodka. Bear hats versus USEC hats, all of that kind of stuff. But the guns and ammo are the real difference. And when it comes to balance at the start of the wipe, there's not a huge difference, especially because all you got to do is go into one raid and you have the same gear available to you as any player. But for less experienced players that have a harder time surviving and getting out of raid with gear, bear provides a small advantage. And the reason this is because the AK systems, in my opinion, are much easier to modify. And also, the ammo for AK systems is much more prevalent around the in-game world. You will find BT and BS absolutely all over the place when you're looting, checking caches, checking ammo boxes. Not so much looting scavs, but raiders and things like that. And this is a big difference because BT is extremely effective early wipe. It gets through class 4 armor and even can really quickly kill people wearing some of the class 5s. So if you're new and you don't care about the voice lines all that much or some of the other stuff, I highly recommend you give bear a try. Because you get that AK-74N or M, whichever one it is, they're pretty much the same, which allows you to directly attach dovetail scopes to it, which means you can put a PSO, which is a 4X optic, or you can put the Cobra on there, which is a red dot, right away. No other attachments necessary. Plus, it gives you the ability to attach grips and lights before you even go into raid. Now, you can go watch my weapon guide. I did a build guide for all the weapons starting out the gate. I'll put a link up top for you if you want to go see more detail about that. The next level of this is if you have an EOD account. If you bought EOD, you do have even further differences. And there's a little bit in the armor and some of the other stuff, which isn't that big of a deal. It's pretty balanced, in my opinion, bear versus USEC on the armor side. But I think that the bear RPK, which you get as an EOD level, is far better than the MDR you get as a USEC. The MDR is good, but it's nothing compared to the RPK and what you can do with it, how easy it is to mod. And again, the ammo. You can go in a raid with PS and BP ammo that you get in your stash, and within 2 or 3 minutes find 120 rounds of BT, put that into your mags, and now you're running stuff that'll kill people with level 4 armor, and for sure level 3 and level 2 armor. So that's kind of what it boils down to, is if you're more experienced in the game, go with the cosmetic. Which clothes do you like more? Which voice lines do you want to use? If you're newer to the game, I would suggest bear because it's going to get that hurdle, that opening gate. Those 3 guns you get at the start are a bit easier to use, in my opinion, than the USEC guns, an M4 versus the AK, and with the attachments that are available and all that kind of stuff. I mean, it is a Russian game. I can't blame them for making their Russian guns a little bit easier to use. But that's pretty much it. I hope this is helpful, and I wish you the best of the luck in the upcoming wipe. Well, that wraps up the video. I appreciate you watching. Make sure you hit that like button because it helps out the channel a bunch. And subscribe for future content. We also have a Discord, links down in the description, that you can come join. We're filling up with a bunch of chill people who just love to play Tarkov. If you're looking to support the channel in other ways, we've launched a Patreon with some benefits like access to a Discord channel, constantly updated spreadsheet for my hideout calculations, and some other things if you want to go check it out over there. Lastly, thanks for your support on YouTube. It means the world to me and I greatly appreciate every one of you. So with that, we'll wrap it up, and we'll see you in Tarkov.